Hey there everyone, this is Robert with Reading Through History, and in this section we're going to be looking at the Cold War. What was it like to actually live through the Cold War? How did people prepare? What was fallout? Now, if you would have been alive, particularly in the 1960s, early 1960s, you had to live with this constant fear that at any moment the Soviet Union could just nuke us. So how did the country prepare? What were some of the things they did? And in this video, we're going to be looking at fallout shelters. What were they? How did people prepare? So here we go, video number 1. In the 1950s and 60s, many communities began building fallout shelters to protect residents from the threat of nuclear weapons. So, what exactly is fallout, and what did these shelters include? Fallout is created when a nuclear explosion vaporizes objects close to the detonation, turning the objects into a fine ash. The ash absorbs the radiation generated by the explosion, and it becomes radioactive. This ash, now called fallout, then drifts back to the earth and covers everything in the area with a fine layer of radioactive dust, which is harmful to humans, animals, and even plant life. A fallout shelter was an enclosed space designed to allow its occupants to minimize exposure to the harmful fallout until the levels of radiation had dropped to a safe level. Throughout the 1950s and 60s, many communities constructed and maintained fallout shelters large enough to accommodate thousands of residents. Even major businesses began constructing shelters so that their employees could remain safe in the event of a nuclear attack. In most cases, existing buildings with large basements made of thick concrete would be designated as public fallout shelters. Public shelters were identified by the well-known yellow and black trefoil symbol. Shelters would usually be supplied with food and large amounts of water, sanitation supplies, and radiation detection equipment, such as a Geiger counter. Water was stored in 17.5-gallon metal containers, and food came in various forms, usually non-perishable in nature. The Federal Civil Defense Administration recommended that, in the event of an attack, those inside the shelter should remain there for at least 2 weeks. At the end of the first week, they would be able to go outside for up to an hour at a time. As the days progressed, they could gradually increase the amount of time spent outside of the shelter. While outside, the shelter residents would utilize their time sweeping, scrubbing, and washing the fallout off of roads, sidewalks, and other surfaces. Today, all public shelters have long since been abandoned and are no longer maintained with fresh supplies. Some have even been converted to museums and serve as a reminder of what the Cold War was really like. So there was video number 1. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully. And if you were interested in what the Cold War was actually like, you got to check out our historical fiction novel. Now, Jake Henderson is the primary author, but he and I put a lot of work into this book. We spent a lot of time with it, making this book as authentic as we possibly could. So, Ryan's Crossing, please check it out. Down below, you can buy it either in paperback like this one, or you can read it on your Kindle. Very cheap. Not the writing, but the price. We are very proud of it. We would like to be selling more of these copies than we actually are, because everyone who's ever read it just said it was great. It's like living in that era. So if you actually lived through it, get it, read it, see if it's authentic. If you want to know what the era was actually like, please check it out, because this is what we really want to be doing for a living here, is writing historical fiction. And we got this love of history, we got this love of writing, but we can't do that without people actually checking the book out. So please do look in the link down below, check it out. We would much appreciate it. Until the next video, I'm Robert with Reading Through History. Ooh, yeah, Reading Through History. Check it out. Seriously, it is good. If you're a teacher, we got tests to go with this book as well. And there's all kinds of stuff. I'll put the link down below as well. If you're familiar with our work as far as classroom work, we got a lot of supplementary material to go with the book. So check them out below.